If you don't know by now, we make a lot of comic book themed content throughout the week, and you're going to want to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. This is a community show though, so if you're kind of joining us right now, buckle up, join us in the chat, and yeah, we're going to be doing some fun stuff today. Right out the gate, I want to let you know we have kind of a new segment that I'm going to incorporate into this stream that you have found yourself watching, and that is going to be an indie spotlight section. Yeah, we're going to talk about something I read recently that I want to, let you guys know about. We have some giveaways we're going to discuss. We also have comic book karma. What is comic book karma? Okay, comic book karma is something that exists. Comic book karma is something that I was introduced to as a kid. It's something real, and comic book karma is awesome. What is comic karma? It's generosity. It's the community who likes comic books coming together to do something really dope. And what we have here is an opportunity for members of the community to send comic books out to other members across the world. And how is this made possible? Because we have a subscription service, the comic book subscription service, that helps support the show, and it's called the Mystery Mail Call. And the Mystery Mail Call is something you can join by hitting the description below, or you can just hit ComicTom101.com and sign up. And what we do is we send out comic books every month, and because we're sending out boxes of comics across the world to members all over the place, members who like our show, who support our show, they send in comic books. They donate comic books knowing that we're going to then put a sticker on that comic book, letting the community know that it was sent in from another member. And then we put it in our box randomly so that that piece of karma can make someone's day. So they can get a piece of maybe another member's collection. And we notate it on there so you know that this isn't from us. It's not part of the mail call. This is something just added because we have the service. We're the vessel. We are just we're taking that and we're sending it out to you, the comic fam. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, we have the live chat filling up. We have Zorro, my homie. We have Perry Comics. Thanks for joining me today. Discovery Bay Comics. Thanks for also joining me. Joining me with the Wrench. James Waite, the Ronin guy. Kevin Anderson, Anthony Debo, Derek Mangus. Thank you so much for being here today. We're talking comic books as we do. Comic fam, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done that. Do me a solid, slap the like button. Like, there's people here in the chat. There's over 60 of you. I know who's not going to do it, but if you do it, you're helping your boy out. And when you help me, you help get more comic books out to the community, because that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to help get comic books out to the community. I'm going to cover the shipping. Don't even worry about it. I'll take care of that. We're going to do some comic karma. We're going to do some giveaways. Buckle up. Let's get into it with, I don't know, congratulating this member, Zachary Walsh. You won this copy of Deceased, the Torpedo Comics issue #1 variant. Notice the price tag. It says $30 on there. That because if you want to buy that, that's what you had to pay for it. This is courtesy of Torpedo Comics, one of the coolest, one of the best comic book stores in the world. And they are fans of the show. They're homies over there. Shout out Steve. Shout out John D. Shout out Gabe. And shout out to Zachary Walsh, who won this comic book by commenting down below on the video from last Comic Karma. And I'll let you know, comic fam, you want to get ahead of it, go comment right now on the video, not in the chat, on the video, because I'll enter you to win a giveaway that we'll do today, because we do giveaways on the show. Just like Funko FX Doggy. Funko Fix Doggy? Funko FX Doggy? It's my handwriting. That's what's going on. But you're going to be winning my copy of Saga issue #1. This is from the PC because you know what? I want to send out some reading material. Comic fam, it's not just about collecting. It's not just about hoarding, which you know what? I don't mind. Get comics. You do you. But it's also about the stories. It's about what's inside. You gotta go past the cover. There's more pages. I can prove it to you because this book right here there's a lot of pages in here, and it's so good. Comic fam, there's a reason why I have Lion Cat tattooed on my body. You got to read this comic book. And we're sending this one out to Funko Fix Doggy because he commented on the video. And I have a feeling we're going to have some cool giveaways today because, comic fam, it's comic karma. And what we do here is we open up the things you sent into my P.O. box, and we're going to see what's in here. Sometimes there's gifts. Sometimes you guys are trying to spoil me, because I make free content for the community. You guys care. and I appreciate you. You guys are my homies, and I appreciate you. Me and my homies low. We kick it like every day, comic fam. And you know what? In here are comic books that aren't just for me. I know they're for you too, and there's going to be a giveaway in here. So go comment on this video, slap the like button. I'm going to tell you about an independent comic book, so stay tuned in this video. It's called Tiempo. It's pretty cool. I think that's something that we're going to start doing ongoing on Comic Karma. I'm going to try to morph this into a bit more of a podcast style, make it my own, you know? And yeah, we're doing an indie spotlight. Why? Because no parents, no rules, and we do what I say. So right now we're going to open some Comic Karma and see what the comic book community sent into the show to be sent back out to you. So first things first, we have, what is this from? This is from, actually, I'm not going to say who it's from yet, because if there's no note on the inside, well then, you know, it's anonymous. It's karma. You know, we can't let anybody know. We gotta just let the karma happen. So let's see what's here. And buckle up, fam. I read it. You're going to be here with me. This is a live show, you know, and also this is my mystery mail call box. And what's really dope about this is that this is a member who supports the show because he's joined the mystery mail call, our comic book subscription service. And what's dope is that members reuse the packaging, because this is the box that I send out to members who are enrolled, and then they send them back. So this is a member who already gets comics from us, and then he or she, I don't know who it is yet, sent something back to me. So we're going to find out what they sent here in just a second. It's sitting on my lap. Comic fam, there's a Polaroid. I can kind of see a Polaroid. I don't know what the Polaroid is, but there's a Polaroid on my lap. We'll get to that in a second, because if you want to join the mystery mail call, I just want to make sure you know how you can do it. You can go over to ComicTom101.com, or you can hit the description below. This is my website. Peep that. That's my logo. All right. And there's two things on here that you're going to see. You have join today and the blog, because yeah, for one, we have a blog. We put out news. We put out content for you, but that's not what this is about. This is about joining to help support the show, but you get comics from us every single month. And I do exclusive covers. And this month there is a guarantee. Every month there's a guarantee. So it's a mystery, but it's not a mystery, because there is definitely something in there that you know you're going to get. And this right here, you'll notice that's my face right there. That's my logo. This is a ComicTom101 exclusive of Long Live Pro Wrestling by artist Piper. Look at how freaking gorgeous this cover is. And I'm so stoked that if you want to get this book, and this book that we're sending out, it's signed by both the creator and the cover artist. Every single member is going to be getting one of these. How dope is that? So aside from everybody getting an exclusive comic book, we also have an opportunity for you to get kind of like a big grail, a chase book, something really cool. Shout out to the Golden Age Guru who procures these every single month for the comic fam. Bet you didn't know that this is a team effort to be able to make all this happen. But May's Hot Keys, we have somebody's going to be getting a New Mutants 98 graded at 9.8. We also have Strange Tales 169. That's First Brother Voodoo. We have that Hulk Annual #1. And we're talking the classic cover, Steranko, one of my all-time favorite covers going out. Amazing Spider-Man 41, first appearance of Rhino. We have first Banshee and X-Men 28. Thor 165, first appearance of him, Warlock. And then, of course, Batman 200, first Neil Adams on the Batman title. But that's not all. One last thing. You're going to notice this right here. All right? Look at this. Don't forget this picture. I'm showing this to you for a reason, comic fam, because we're going to bring it back here. Remember that picture? Right there. I said, actually, right in front of it. This right here is a Scorpion Comics variant of The Salve. This is an independent comic book that is so dope. The Salve is not only on issue number 2. There's been a one-shot, a Kickstarter funded #1, a one-shot, and now on to #2. And why is the Salve really dope to me? Aside from it being a really cool independent comic book, this is a member of our community and a supporter of the show who does our beats for the channel, music, anything here. This is Illuminati, and he right here has created an awesome character in Scorpion Comics. Yeah, they did a virgin cover, exclusive cover. It was limited to like a couple hundred of a Frank Frazetta homage to the Salve. And I thought it was so cool. I sit in front of it. It's a really cool cover. And I made a print. I was able to team up with Javin and make a bunch of limited edition prints of this cover. And we also have Javin signing every single one of them for every member of the Mystery Mail Call in May. So we're cranking the heat up. We're trying to do something really cool because Diamond is still down. You know, we're not getting our Marvel exclusives. So your boy is still aggressively hunting comics for the fam and making exclusive covers for you. All right, let's see. And right now we have enrollment happening for another 9 days because of math. 9 more days for you to join the mystery mail call. And let's take a look at what this member of the community sent me. I'm going to put this giveaway somewhere where I don't lose it. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's a Polaroid. Okay, take a look at this, comic fam. This is evidence that I do go to conventions and I do meet you in person. Okay, we have a Polaroid of this member of the community. Oh, this is weird. This is a first. This is the first time where I've gotten a Polaroid of myself meeting a member of the community back via Comic Karma. This was mailed to me. So shout out to this member. We have Nigel. Nigel, thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you at, it must have been C2E2. So in Chicago, the last convention of the year, maybe? It was a pleasure meeting you, Nigel. And this is what he says. Hey, I had a blast meeting you at C2E2. I knew after talking comics with you that I had to submit some Comic Karma. I am stealing the idea from the Karma vid a few weeks ago and giving you my Walmart exclusives the others might not have access to. I also included, I'm not going to say it, but I'll get to it here in a second. For good measure, though, he includes something cool. Keep up the good work. Best entertainment. He loves what we do. And then also, this is a very nice thing that Nigel says. He says, P.S. Thanks for introducing me to Nick from Key Collector at C2E2. It allowed me to give a chance to express my gratitude for his app that I use multiple times a day. You guys have created a warm and welcoming community that I continuously enjoy and do not take for granted. Nigel, that is very kind of you to say. And I love seeing some love for Nick via Comic Karma, because for one, we owe Key Collector so much. I mean, this is an app that I utilize, that I would utilize no matter what, whether I knew Nick or not, because it's so valuable. It is so awesome. And you should, if you're a comic book collector, enthusiast, or just want to get into any of the stuff we talk about here, download Key Collector on your phone and then use the code TOM101. You support the show, but it gives you a free week of the full service. And Nick goes to so many conventions and you get to meet him and you'll see that this guy loves comics just like we all do. And he's a normal guy who's literally just as busy as you think he is. He's just constantly scouring for information, his leads, and trying to get it to you, the comic book community, to me, you know, to make shows and to get you the information. So it's cool to see some members of the community showing love to members of the team that only come up sometimes. You know, Nick does the top 10. You know, he's been doing a lot more lately because we're in social isolation. It makes sense, you know, and he's bringing the heat every week, but he's not on the camera all the time. So this means a lot to me. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what Nigel sent. We have... Oh, this is hilarious. I love that he did this too. This is so funny. He did it too. Okay. So I gotta go through this again. So this is what happened last week. I'm freaking dying right now. This is so cool. Okay. So last week, or whenever, the last Comic Karma that we did, Johnny Future, shout out, is another member of the community. He donated a bunch of Comic Karma, but it was all from Walmart. And I thought it was so fun because he had like 20 books that he donated, but on the back of each book, there was a note. And that note had a breakdown of why he got it, what's cool about the book, whether it's like just the cover, there's a story on the inside, there's a key moment, there's a first appearance. Like he looked up every single thing he could and hand wrote it on a sticky note, took the comic book, put it in a bag and board, took that board out a little bit, put it on the back, put that board back in the bag, sealed it, put it in a box, sent it to MilGeek after hunting multiple Walmarts so that yours truly can send it back to the comic book community via Comic Karma. And I was talking about how this is something that collectors do. Like I have my own little OCD things that I do with comics. Heck, I like to like triple or quadruple my PC collection, like as far as board wise goes. Like, I don't know. I like a really, really thick board. That's the thing I do. Some members write like notes on the back. I remember way back in the day, Fire Guy Ryan, when he gave me his first short box to like donate, he wrote in Sharpie on the boards of every single comic book the date that he picked it up for himself. It was for like it was for nobody else but himself. And I'm like, collectors do that. Anyways, Nigel has supplied us with Walmart exclusives where he put the notes on the back too. So he must have saw what Johnny Future did, and now he's seeing like he's got a piggyback, which he kind of mentioned in the note. So it must be what he's mentioning or what he's thinking. So this is Beyond the Unknown. We got Adam Strange, Superman, issue number 1, and it says first team appearance of the Gloom. I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to keep this. We're going to put this on the Karma wall here behind me. Eventually, you'll be able to see this wall that we are creating of notes that you've put in Comic Karma, like this from Nigel, and pictures soon, because Polaroids are happening. Comic fam, we're getting Polaroids sent in. What else do we got? Oh, we got another one. Awesome. First appearance of the Gloom. We have, what is this? The Bagley variant, the Walmart exclusive of Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality. Oh, this is kind of the random. If I remember right, it's kind of like it's a different universe. Like Spider-Man is friends with the Kraven. You know, it's wacky, but it's cool. What else do we got? We got Villains. Well, this looks cool. It's got a dope Joker cover. It says the Joker's Chaos Unleashed. It's got 6 action-packed adventures. Deathstroke versus Jimmy Olsen. That's not going to end well. But yeah, this is a Walmart exclusive. That's pretty cool. Oh, and then this is what he's talking about. Power Man and Iron Fist, issue number 19. And you know what? For real, though, I love this comic. This is kind of funny. I wonder if this was this was purposefully sent in because he knew. Like, we have members of the comic fam who watch our show, like, way back. And they'll send in stuff, and I'll go, oh my gosh, you've been around for a while. How the heck did you know that? This right here is just one of my, like, it's a Bronze Age key that a lot of people don't know, but I just think it's hilarious. It's the first appearance of Cottonmouth, first off, and I think that's awesome. And Cottonmouth was an awesome, he's just a fantastically casted character in Luke Cage on Netflix, but I've also like been a low-key fan of this character because I really like Luke Cage. I think it's a cool run. But yeah, first appearance of Cottonmouth in issue number 19. It's a minor key. It's awesome, and we're doing a giveaway of it on Comic Karma today. So make sure to go and comment down below on the video. Comic fam, there's over 150 of you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button for me. Comment, you're here. Hit the like button. It's really quick. But while you're here, go into the comment section of the video and just put down something. Just be like, yo, what's up? Put on there, Karma. Put anything, but that'll enter you to win this key comic book from Nigel. Right? Nigel, good to meet you. At C2E2 Nigel. This is very kind of you. I'm going to keep this out. We're going to put it right here because I don't want to lose it. We're going to make sure that's separate. And then the rest is going in the Comic Karma bin. These will then, what do we do with Comic Karma? Comic fam, you know what we do. I have to remind, though, the members who are just joining us right now, what is Comic Karma? Comic Karma is the stuff that you send in so that other members, not myself, but other members can be bestowed some comic greatness, whether it's because you think it's a cool read or because it's a key appearance and you want someone else to have it. And in this case, Nigel went to Walmart's for you. He went to probably more than one because these are hard to come by, because he wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to get this book, this 100-page book from the Beyond and the Unknown. That's what it says on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to put a sticker on them. That's right. I go into Photoshop. I make the stickers. And the sticker is going to say this, Comic Karma 5-6. And I'm going to give you like 3 seconds to figure out what that means. 5-6 is the date of which it is today, which is kind of crazy. Like, how long have we been in social isolation? How long can it be like this, where you're walking down the street and you don't want to walk next to someone? Who knows? But what I can say is that we are here on planet Earth together. I am broadcasting from Spaceship Earth to the comic book community, and I appreciate you being here today. We have 69 Chop, who says, grab a coffee on me, love the podcast. Hey, $10, I'm going to absolutely be able to do that. And I promise you I will today, because I'm making a lot of food inside so I can avoid going out. But the coffee stands are opened. They're wearing masks. And I also have masks in my car. Like I have some that my partner made me. She's awesome. And I have a bunch of them. We clean them. Every time we go out, you got to take it off and you got to clean it and you got to wash your hands. And you got to get a new mask when you go out. And then as soon as you're done, you got to take it off and then you got to wash your hands and clean it, but then wash them again if that's the order that you choose to do it. We have Z Collects, who says, been watching you before you broke 5K. Keep growing and making great stuff, which is, I'm assuming, why Z Collects did a $5 donation. That is very kind of you. Between the members here today, I'm going to not just be able to get a coffee, I will be able to get myself some food. So that is very nice of you. And Comic Fam, you don't have to donate anything. You guys don't have to do any of this. This is very, very kind of you. We're going to do it no matter what. But that means a lot to me, and I appreciate you. So let's keep it going. Keep it going. Let's do it. We got so much karma. We got karma, chameleon. It comes and goes. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We got comic karma from David. All right, let's see. Let's see what David sent us. Do we have a note is the first question. We got to go digging. We have a legal flat rate envelope. So shout out to Savings. It costs $8 to ship this. This member of the fam paid $8 to ship this to me so we can send it out to you. So let's give them some appreciation. And I'm looking at a Turok. It's a good sign, okay? We're looking at a fan of the show because when you send a Turok in, that's OG. People are going to go, what? What's with the Turok? What's with the Turok, Tom? I'll let you, comic fam, the OGs, explain that in the chat if someone doesn't know. Let's see what we got. Dear Comic Tom, enclosed are some comics that I found while on the hunt around my local comic shop and dollar bin diving. Some cool things that I found relevant to you and the community. I live around the Philly area. That's another, and we have some great shops with some good finds to be found. I also got to visit one of our most famous shops that people don't know about. The shop is featured in Unbreakable and the recent Glass movies. Oh, that's very cool. The place is called Ontario Street Comics, and they have a great dollar bin section if people are looking to dollar bin dive. I love that movie. Side note, Unbreakable is one of the best superhero movies that's ever been made. And yes, I put that next to like Avengers and stuff. So go see Unbreakable. The rest of them, the other like 3 movies from the trio, they're okay. But Unbreakable, Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, Karma Chameleon. Rob Boswell, thanks, brother. Appreciate that $10 super chat. You guys are keeping me fed. You're too kind. The place is called Ontario Street Comics, and they have a great dollar bin section. In this pack, he lists everything, so we're going to go through that here together. Also, I threw in a book that says it all on the cover, and I instantly thought of the show, so I put that in there too. Okay, very, very cool. This is from the Hunter from the East Coast, Derek. And have you thought about revamping your mystery mail call to include the P.O. box for Comic Karma? They are good boxes to mail, and it could easily kind of pay it forward kind of thing. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, like other members are doing, you could send in your Comic Karma via that box. All right, cool. So let's see what he sent, because he wrote it out here, but I'm gonna experience it on the mic, see what I know. First off, I'm assuming the book that he was reminded of is this one right here, Turok #1, because of what we said. So if someone has a question about that, well, we can talk about that in the chat, and I'm sure some other members can fill you in. We have, I know this cover very well. This is Mignola Goodness, Batman, issue number 454. What did you say about that? I mean, dollar bin, Mignola cover? Heck yeah. Did he say anything about that one? I want to make sure if he said something fun about it, I make sure to read it. Nope, nothing there. The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 39. There we go. Chip Zdarsky. Shout out Gemman Collectibles, who interviewed him last week. What's up? He also has, what else is in here? Batman 18. This is the annual, which is a Elseworld storyline. So it's out of canon, but it's really cool. And what else do we got? Boom, boom, boom. Annie #1. That's actually really cool. This says here, if Fire Guy Ryan is a fan of this, I think he might be. He can keep the Annie issue 1. What's that about? Is Fire Guy Ryan, is Ryan a fan of Annie? I don't remember him ever talking about that on the mic, but I find that hilarious if he is. We're going to have to figure out that, and I'm going to have to put that aside because it actually says in here, this is for Ryan if he likes Annie. So we're going to have to figure that one out. And then last but not least, of course, we have the Alex Ross Justice Society of America issue #1, first appearance of a handful of characters, but Red Tornado's daughter for sure, Cyclone. So very cool to see that come in. This is a minor key and one that people are specking on right now. So that's a really nice thing for you to do that. So Annie has got to go aside. We're going to put Annie aside in the event that Fire Guy Ryan likes it for whatever reason. And maybe Ryan's going on Instagram and he's like a big Annie fan and I just don't know about it. Let me know, Comic Fam. You got to help me out here. I don't know. And if not, go bug Ryan and find out from him. All right. Comic Karma, going to the next one. All right, what do we got here? All right, what is this? Okay, so we are going to unbox this. Okay. Is that original art? Kind of looks like original art going on here. What is happening? No, that's not original art. Well, these ones aren't. Is this one? All right, well, we're going to find out. Dear Comic Tom, I've been watching your channel since 2018. and I haven't missed an episode. Great stuff. This is from Fred, by the way. Thank you, Fred, for watching the show since 2018. Russ, Ryan, the Golden Age Guru are awesome as well. I'm sure they appreciate that as well. Love the weekly top 10 and your podcast. It's fantastic that you are making such informative, fun content for the community. It's greatly appreciated. To my gratitude, I'm giving issues 1 and 2 of my creator-owned comic, Uncanny, a Dalmatian with superpowers who takes it upon herself to be the guardian of Chicago. The mystery of how she came to be and the mutants she fights and will begin to unfold on her journey. I hope you enjoy them, and I would love to know what you think. The character is based on me and my fiance's dog. Check out my Instagram at the Uncanny Rogue. Thank you. Also, I also put 3 books in there for Comic Karma for the Mystery Mail Call. Ant-Man #1, The Variant, which is awesome. I love this book. This is such a good run. And he also put in here The Age of Ultron. That's a Scotty Young variant. And Punk Mamba. Heck yeah, this is a cool book. Issue #1. So we got some Comic Karma, and we have a creator-owned comic book here. Let's take a look at this creator-owned comic. We're not going to dive too deep into it, but I'm kind of thinking that we're going to have to eventually. Let's take a look. And I'll tell you why in a second. So let's take a look at this creator-owned comic that he sent in. Shout out to Fred, who's making comic books. That's pretty cool. Did I just move? Where's the #1? Hold up. There it is. Okay, so we got... Oh, here's #1. Okay, take a look at this. We have FF Comics, which I'm sure stands for Fred and is probably his last name. And it says here, building a new, and it's crossed out, it says BS, Chicago, because the dog is a superhero apparently, and it's going to take care of Chicago. That's pretty cool. So we also have a second book here. It says Fred Funds. So Fred Funds, FF Comics, Fred Funds Fun, Fred Funds. All right, here we go. Another comic book from Fred, issue #2. All right, so what we're gonna do. This is a perfect time to explain, something fun that I'm trying to incorporate into Comic Karma now going forward. And I know the floodgates are gonna come in for indie creators. Let them come in. The P.O. box is in the description. I'm gonna do my best to get to your comics. But Comic Fam, I'll be straight with you. Your boy gets emails nearly every other day, like at least 2 to 3 a week of comic books people want to make. And the only reason why I don't get more is because I don't really market it too much, because it's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of time, and I got to read it, and I don't want to do a good job. And there's so many people I want to help, but there's only so much I can do. There's only so much of me, Comic Fam. But I decided I got to do something. I gotta help out my homies. Me and my homies, Lo. We kick it every day. And I gotta do more. I gotta do more for the independent content creators. So Comic Karma, baby. That's what we're going to do it. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but this comic I will talk about eventually on a Comic Karma. Fred, thank you so much for sending this in. We're going to put this aside because I'm going to do for you what I'm going to do for this member here in the future, which is indie time, comic time. I don't know. Indie something. I'm going to talk about indie comics, okay? So this right here is from Sin City Comics, okay? From Vegas. Who would have thought? All right. And it says here, hello and welcome to Sin City Comics. First and foremost, we would like to thank you for the purchasing of Tiempo. We are talking about Tiempo right now. I'm going to put this right here. This is issue #2. All right. I'm holding issue #1. I'll put it up here after I read this note. It says here, we hope you continue this journey as we build a world of heroes and villains. Along the way, our heroes will encounter love, heartbreak, friendships, deception, and much more. Sin City Comics promises to bring you jaw-dropping action, pulse-racing plots, and stories that will exceed your expectations. And you know what? I gotta say, it's a really cool start to a story. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chat about this book. First off, Tiempo from Sin City Comics has got a cover price of $4.99. This thing is pretty thick. But it's about the standard size of a comic book. It's just got thick pages, but it's a little bit longer than your standard issue 1, which is cool. The art itself is actually pretty stellar. I was impressed by it. Specifically, look at this page. This is the page where our lead protagonist Matthew finds himself in Mexico in finding some ruins in Mexico, and he's bestowed the power of time. He is able to go through time, speed it up, slow it down. And in the process of being able to speed up and slow down time, he's able to speed up and slow down his injuries. He's able to be basically invincible. His father falls on some hard times, and he kind of finds himself part of a I don't know, it's like Fight Club type of situation where members who are really, really wealthy of this club are paying to have people come in and battle, right? This kid, Matthew, he's now found himself with these powers. He is now at kind of like peak physical condition and is having to now deal with the fact that these very wealthy people have now paid off his father's bills after he got sick, and now he's indebted to them. Now he has to go and fight for his money. It's raw. The art's pretty cool. Issue number 1 really just goes into his origins. And one thing that I would like to say is that most of the time, especially when a comic book is like fresh on the market, especially new creators, new writers, the dialogue is really the thing I struggle with. The art, I mean, heck, you get a good artist, you can have a really cool book, you know. But the dialogue, that is something that I kind of get bummed out about when I'm introduced to something new. And I'm just like, I could use a little bit of time. This comic book, I'm digging the dialogue. It's actually flowing really well, and I'm not sure if this writer has done more than this comic book, but it feels like they have. It's also has a bunch of Latino characters, which is really cool. You know, being from Puerto Rico, it's cool to see kind of like this, you know, there's like the Hispanic family. I can kind of relate a little bit to some of the stuff in here, how he talks to his dad and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. Creators is Jose Chavez and Anthony Kelly and Nicholas Harden. And cover artist is by Chucky Penero. And yeah, I think this is dope. It's hit a second issue. I've read both of them, and you know what? We call that Indie Time with Comic Tom. I got to come up with a better name. Comic Fam, let me know in the comments of the video or in the chat, because I'll check it up on playback. You know what I'm thinking. But if you got an indie comic book, you want me to review it, send it into Comic Karma, and I'll try to get to it. There's going to be a lot of them that come in, but maybe this will kind of like get me on the mic more too. Like this maybe help us both out. I'll talk more about your comics. Give me some stuff to read about. And you know what? Tiempo, it means time in Spanish. I think that's classy. I think it's a fun name. You know what? I'm smacking my face with the mic, and I like it. All right, we're going to keep it going. And if you comment down below, Comic Fam, we are not just doing a giveaway for the first appearance of Cottonmouth today. No, we're doing a giveaway of both issues of Tiempo, because we actually got a bunch of copies from the creators from Sin City Comics, and they want to hook up the fam. Also, look out in your mystery mail call. We're going to also put some Karma stickers on the rest of the copies that we got, and we're going to send some out in the mystery mail call. It won't be part of your box, like, you know, this isn't part of the inventory we're sending you. The mystery mail calls our subscription service, ComicTom101.com to join, help support the show. But we send you an exclusive comic book, a ComicTom 101 exclusive, amongst other comic books in a print. And after all said and done, we also have stuff that the community sends in for donations. We mark those with the date that they were opened on camera. So for example, Tiempo, there's going to be some copies of this comic book that's going to go out with the number 56 on it. It's a sticker. It says Comic Karma 56. Because today is May 6th. I almost said 5th. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday. Sad. I really like Cinco de Mayo. Would have liked to go out to get some awesome food. But I digress. It's the 6th now, and we're moving on. And if you happen to get a comic book where it says 56 on it, on the sticker, well, you're watching this from the future. Thank you for tuning in. But you were able to go back to this video and find out a little bit about this comic book and why it was in your box and how it got there. So thank you so much, Sin City Comics. This book, if you get it, wherever you are, whether you're in Australia, we have members in Spain, we have members in, across the country. Well, this went from Vegas to Washington State, where I live, back out to you. Very cool. And these are giveaways, so we're going to put these aside. Boom! Look at us go. Look at us rolling. We're talking about indie comics today. That's pretty cool. I think it's cool. What do you think about that? You like the indie? If you like it, like the video. That'll let me know if you want to see more. If we can break probably 100, I don't know. Perry, let me know where we're at with likes. I don't have it on the screen, but if we break 100, that'll tell me if the community wants to see more indie stuff on the mic. All right, what do we got here? This says Comic Karma. Okay. What do we got? This is cool. Okay, Comic Fan, this is dope. All right, let's take a look at this. This isn't comic books, but it is a form of Comic Karma. I have been excited to see these things in person. Very cool. Okay, so what is this? This right here, for those of you who don't know the gentleman, the man, the myth, the legend, his name is Topher. That name doesn't ring a bell for you. It should. Topher is awesome. We used to do a lot more work together. But Topher, he does these really cool articles, and they're called True Firsts, all right? And that's what really, like, started us on this, like, oh, we should make content about the real first appearances of characters, like beyond their first full appearance. Let's talk about the cameos. Let's go back. Was there an appearance in an ad? Let's go back. Did they show up in a magazine? Let's go back. Was there a toy? Let's go back. He's a homie. He's like somebody who prides himself in looking for things like that. Well, you know what? He's got a product on the market that I didn't know about, and I brought it up on the mic, right? So he sent some in for me to take a look at. So I'm gonna have to review these, but what this is really cool. Okay, this is Comic Barricade, okay? Look at that. That's a pretty cool, this is all stuff that he did. This is cool. It's a good logo. Insert, support, and stabilize. You can go to www.comicsbarricade.com to get your hands on these. But this right here is a pack. And in this pack, it looks like there is just a couple, because you don't need that many, right? This is like one, you'll need like one per short box, basically, if that. And what this is, you ever like, comic fam, you've all dealt with this, where you have a long box, and you're kicking yourself for having a long box because you'd rather have a short box because there's not enough comics in your long box, and then the comics do this. All right, they do this. They start flapping. They flap all over the place. And you're going, Tom, why are you moving your hands like that? And it's because we're entertaining. We're entertaining the comic fam. We're doing stuff. We're giving them visuals to watch while we do things live, okay? So we're going to keep it going. This is your comic books. This is them. Oh, there's an earthquake. Oh, someone kicked the table that the comic books are on. And your comics are flapping, right? Here's the thing. We don't want the comics to flap. When the comics flap, they end up getting damaged. So what do? Well, we turn them to the side, right? Nope, because then they start flapping like this, and now I'm doing this on the mic live to over 169 people. What's going on? No. What you do is you get Comics Barricade. They're 2 sheets of plastic. They got these little, like, I don't know, let's see if you can see them on screen. You see these little divots? There's these, like, sharp divots here. Those don't go into your comics. They go into the box. What's nice is that box is going to clamp on the side, and this right here is going to prevent those comics. Like, check it out. Pretend I'm your comic books, and I want to move. I can't. See what I'm saying? So Topher, you can clip out this entire section, and you should just put it on your website at www.comicsbarricade.com, and it's going to sell these because, like, what else do you need, man? This is what it is. This is actually really cool. I'm excited about this. It's good plastic. This right here, this will protect your comics for sure. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, boom. Comics Barricade. We're gonna do some giveaways on Comics Barricade, but we're not gonna do them here today. We're gonna put those aside because I want to use them. I want to review them, and I want to make sure that my comics are protected. I mean, this is a big thing, man. Comic fam. I'm not about to just tell you, to use it without using it myself first. So I'm gonna use it, but I mean, it's a solid piece of plastic. It will definitely work. I can tell. I'm just gonna. Boom. Look at that. See? It's already helping me. Anyways, Topher, shout out. That's very cool of you. There's so many there. He sent in for you, the comic fam, to get some. So we're going to do some giveaways of that. Stay tuned. Follow the channel. That's what we do. All right, Comics Barricade. Very cool of you, Topher, to do that. All right, what do we got here? Comic Karma. Picked it up today. Had to wear a mask at the post office, but I got it. All right. To Comic Tom and the gang. This is dated April 28th. Thank you so much for mailing in some Comic Karma. This is from Mike. He says, I thought about selling these off and many other individually, but decided against it and would like to put it towards Comic Karma. Hey, very cool. Long story short, used to have a nice collection in the late 80s and 90s. Meanwhile, parents were separating at the time, and they decided they wanted to put everything in storage until we all moved. Needless to say, neither of them paid for the storage unit, and I lost everything. It's a bummer, man. So a few years ago, I met a couple of coworkers that were into comics, and that kind of rekindled my spirit in collecting again. I hated seeing comics today that I used to own that are keys, which I really had no idea about when I was enjoying reading them back in the day. If I liked the cover, which I'm still doing now, and I bought them. Just to name a few, I had New Mutants 97, New Mutants 98, 87. At the time, I loved Cable, so I bought a bunch of those keys. I had an ASM 300 that wasn't mint, but I knew I had it. I owned like 7 Spawn 1s. But hey, anyways, thanks for the videos and the time you put into discussing comics. Many topics on why you should own or go on the hunt. Hey, man, thank you so much, Mike. That's very kind of you. Mike was going to sell these. And instead of selling them, he paid more money to send them to me so I can send them back out to you, the comic book community. So that's very kind. Let's see what he sent in. I'm curious what he sent. But you know what? It's kind of a bummer, you know? Like, not kind of. It absolutely is a bummer. But one of the reasons why comics are worth so much now, like why... Ooh, we got some cool Star Trek. That is dope. I love me some Next Generation. Oh, that's cool. It's got a bunch of Star Trek. All right, we're just going to keep it going. But one thing that, let's see here, we're gonna move this here, like that makes comics worth so much now is that so many individuals back when they used to have them, they lost them, so they're trying to get them again. So it's like a part of this is like it's a bummer, but also you indirectly helped contribute to probably other people getting into comics too, because the community has had a resurgence because of members like you who were in it back when Marvel. Back when the publishers needed you to be in it, because without members like you back then, they wouldn't have kept it going. And honestly, we're talking about something that I say it a lot on the mic, doesn't make sense. The fact that we still pay money for print is a thing, and we do not for 1 second need to forget that this is a virtually dead form as far as a medium goes, but we keep it alive, like, and keep it strong, you know, and competitive, and that's comic books. It's because it's freaking awesome. Boom. Next Generation. Take a look at that. Boom. Next Generation. Boom. Next Gen. I'm digging this. It's like a whole Star Trek run. We're going to hook up some members of the fam with some Star Trek in the mail call, and they're going to be like, what is going on with this? And I'm going to be like, what's going on? It's number 2. You got a problem? It's number 2. Like, what's the problem? It's karma. Enjoy it. That's pretty cool. Star Trek. I grew up with a Captain Picard cutout, like life-size cutout in my kitchen growing up. Like, I'm talking like between the ages of like 6 to 10. My dad just had it in the kitchen. Single dad life, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Boom, Star Trek. We got like a whole run of Star Trek. That's pretty cool. All right. I see why he wanted to list them. He had this whole run of Next Gen. Look at that, issue number 2. I'm assuming this is number 1. Boom. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Star Trek number 1. Very cool. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. But it's Comic Karma. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep it going. I'm going to have to move the saga here. I'm going to have to go through these a little differently here. All right, boom. Star Trek, first issue. Another number 1 of Next Gen. Very cool. What else do we got here? Some more Gen. Next Generation. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Mr. Worf. Oh, man. Boom. Next Gen. You know, I've never read the Next Gen comic books, but damn, they made a lot of them. That's for damn sure. Look at that. Wow, this is like a whole run of Star Trek Next Gen. That's pretty cool. All right, we got that. Boom. Geordi. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that one. Oprah on the cover. You know what? How many, like, has anyone ever looked that up? Like, what is Oprah's first comic book appearance? It's probably in a Star Trek issue. It's kind of cool, right? Did I just say Oprah? What am I saying? Oh my gosh, Oprah. That's terrible. What am I saying? Let's see here. Whoopi Goldberg. What the frick am I saying here? Superman. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is foreign. The foreign stuff has got to be for something kind of cool. Let's see here. Does it say anything about the foreign stuff? It doesn't say anything about the foreign stuff. It's just a foreign comic book. That is pretty cool. Okay, what else we got? ROM. We got more ROM. We got Creeps. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. So much, like, there's just so much in this box. But that's how this goes, comic fam. Oh, here we got your Creeps right here. That's pretty dope. Lock and Key. Someone's gonna be happy about that. Issue number 1 and number 2. And then, ooh, what is this? Weatherman, and that looks like it's signed. That's pretty cool. What is this? What is this? More ROM. Iron Man 242. That's pretty cool. We have the Rawhide Kid number 4. It's like just a bunch of random stuff too. I thought like that. We have Ultimate X-Men number 15. It's pretty cool. All right. Reggie and Me number 51. It's pretty dope. Oh, that's cool here. Screaming Mandrake. That looks pretty dope. And it's signed by Tom Mandrake. Okay. And then we have the rest of the Creeps, which is going to be going all together. We're going to keep I like to try to keep the sequential karma all together. Look at that. Creeps. Issue 3, issue 2. It's going to go issue number 1. Wow. Amazing. Comic fam. There's like a freaking short box next to me. You guys are nuts. I love it. I love it. You guys aren't nuts. You guys are actually incredibly gracious and very cool. All right. What do we got here? We got a hand. Guys, we're still going. We got it. We're going to do it. We're going to get through them, comic fam. If we don't get through them, the members are going to hit me up in the DM and they're going to be like, what's going on? What's going on? All right, so let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Hey guys, love the channel. Thanks for all you do. This is my second batch of Comic Karma. I got lucky at an old local LCS using the Key Collector app, and I thought I'd pass it forward. Troy Chavis. All right, let's see how Troy did. All right, I'm not going to judge him. I am going to judge him. Troy, we're going to judge you as a community. Actually, with almost 200 people here on a random stream, we're all going to judge you together. Actually, let's just individually judge him. Let's see how he did. All right? Let's see how he did. I almost just dropped one comic, but we didn't. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Let's see. Dollar Bin Hunting. Let's see how he did. We have Star Slayer issue number 2, first appearance of Rocketeer. That's pretty badass. Okay. Woo! Devil Dinosaur issue number 4. That's hot. I like that, man. Number 5. Well done. Number 5. Well done. And Devil Dinosaur number 6. Dude, that's some good hunting right there. Dollar Bin books? Dude, that's awesome. With Devil Dinosaur around the corner and a key book in here. Well done. Well done. Very cool. What do you think about that, comic fam? I'm digging that members of the community are utilizing their key collector and they're finding success. And that's not a bad pull. Like, good job there. Those are like some random issues that it's just, I can see someone just like passing it by. Devil Dinosaur, what? Yeah, you got to know your keys, comic fam. You got to know like even like the minor ones because there's stuff happening all the time. What is this? What is this? Oh my goodness, this is cram-packed. Oh, this is the other side. Okay, so there's more. There's more. Oh my goodness, he did so much hunting. Okay, what else did he find? This Dollar Bin, comic fam. Let's see what else he got. Spider-Woman number 2 in the Dollar Bin? Hell yeah. See what I'm talking about? That's pretty good. All right, we have DHP issue number 42. It's for mature readers, comic fam, but that's an alien appearance. We also have Dark Horse issue number 35, which is Predator, and I'm not sure the significance of the okay, let me think here. I know issue number, this is 35, this is 42. Okay, yeah, because it's not the origin issue and it's not the first AVP, but it could be something else. I'm spacing it here, but you know what? I'll have to look up on Key Collector after the fact. I'm not as well versed in my Predator versus Aliens, even though I have both of them hanging up in my bathroom right now. We have Firestorm issue number 4. We have Batman issue 50. In the Dollar Bin, comic fam, this is like, that right there should give you some hope to go in those back issue bins to, you know, look for some books because you got Batman issue 50 in those Dollar Bins apparently. That's pretty cool. Ooh, this is cool. Some Bill S. just goodness right here. 2 copies of Dazzler number 1 looking like VF near mint, each of them. That's a really cool find. I'd be digging, like this is stuff that I would be pulling out for sure. Spider-Woman, was that Spider-Woman a variant? Let's take a look. Was that Spider-Woman a 35 center? Yeah, it's a 35 center. I see. I gotta look that up. Is that were they all 35 cents? I could be wrong about that. I can't remember. It says here Spider-Woman's a good pick, and someone mentioned it's a 35 cent. You know what? I can't remember if Spider-Woman 2 is typically a 30-cent book or a 35-cent book. I have to look that up. But we know what? We also have a Dazzler number 2. That is pretty cool. Ooh, and some dope Moon Knight. Heck yeah. This is like a bunch of Bill S. finds. I'm digging this. Okay, so we got Moon Knight number 8, more than 1 copy. And we have Moon Knight number 7. Look at that. Very cool. And of course, we have to check the Dazzler for the error. Of course, I will. Should we do it right now? Let's just do it right now. Why not? Comic Karma, baby. Let's do it. I'm gonna forget. What's the error? Awesome. This is it's something on the inside. I'm gonna see if I can remember what is the error. It's like, so someone remind me what the error is in the chat. I'm spacing it right now, but I feel like if I looked it up, I'd find it. Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's like black and white or something like that. I don't know. The Dazzler has an error, and I am spacing on what it is. But this is a cool book, and it looks great. Well done. Okay, let's see here. What we're gonna do now? Oh, we got another one. I thought we were done. We got another one. Okay, so let's put this aside. Oh my goodness, we're going on minute 50. Okay. Time management. What do we got here? We have a box. All right. M. Scott. Michael Scott? Is Michael Scott sending us something? All right. It says here comic. Oh, no, it doesn't say Comic Karma. What does it say? It just says there's no note. There's no note. There's nothing in here. I have no record of what this is in here. Besides this, we have. That's pretty cool. So we have our second copy. Here we go. Oh yeah, all the Spider-Woman number 2s are 35 cents. I thought so. I didn't think they were 30 cents. All right, thank you for looking that up. Okay. Oh, I think that it's like black and white page on 15. All right, I'll check the black and white page in Dazzler issue number 1 after the show. So this right here is for Comic Karma. It's not a coaster. That is hilarious. It's also signed by the writer, I believe, of this comic book. But that's freaking awesome. Turok number 1 still coming in 2 years strong on the show. That is really cool. And it says for Tom. I got a gift. All right. I got a gift, comic fam. It happens sometimes. I'm letting you know. I don't control the karma, but this is freaking dope. I never thought I'd own this. I may actually have to get this graded. This is hilarious. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Issue number freaking 7. And there's only one reason why someone would send me a Scooby-Doo issue number 7 in the mail. And that's because they knew that I watch Scooby-Doo every single day before I go to bed in order to fall asleep. I'm just kidding. That's actually not true. That's not true. I do not watch Scooby-Doo every day. But on the inside of this book, there's something fun that we're going to talk about. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. See if this is it. I mean, there's only one reason why someone would send this in. If I recall right, there's an ad. And the ad is for Alan Moore? Something Alan Moore? I could be wrong. No. May 2011. Is it Alan Moore? I don't know. There's something in here. Hold on. Let me figure it out. I am spacing. You're getting me right now. Error. What is the error? It's an error or it's a recalled? It is something. You know what it is? It's an ad. I'm almost positive it's an ad. Yep. Yeah. I remember my things sometimes. That's an ad for V for Vendetta in a kid's comic book. They recalled it, and your boy owns a copy because a member of the community is so freaking awesome. Look at that. You got Scooby-Doo on one end, and then like just a political uprising on the other. Alan Moore status. Get your Vertigo August 2009, children. That is pretty dope. Oh, very cool. What grade is this? This is a 9/8 potential, and I'm opening it. I'm going to have to press this bad boy. It's going to use a press. It's 9/8 potential. That is really cool. I don't even know. Is that worth grading right now? Because, like, not that it's, okay, anything's worth, like, okay, Comic Karma, I keep any gifts that people send in. This type of karma, for me, I keep it. However, I think I do collect graded comics. So sometimes I'm like, oh, if I'm going to keep the gift forever, maybe I want to encapsulate it because it'll keep it safe. I can display it next to my slabs that you can't see, but they're all over there, my PC. And I'm thinking in this moment, it would be cool to have a 9/8 of this comic book, but then I can't open it up to see that ad and get a little excited. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so stoked about this. This is like super low print and not very many of these made it out. So That is unreal. Thank you. Very, very cool gift. Comic fam, I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. We have over 200 people joining us today. Comic Karma Live. Thank you for the super chats, guys. You guys are, that's very kind of you. For those of you who are donating, you don't have to do that, but it's very, very nice of you to do that for me. You're literally helping keep the show going. Also, if you want to help support the show in another way, but in a way that you don't just give me money, because I know it's really nice. It's really nice to just give your boy money. I appreciate you. But I can send you stuff back. Like, you don't have to just give me money and then that's it. Like, you could go over to ComicTom101.com and join the mystery mail call. It's our comic book subscription service. Basically, this is how it works. You go to the website, ComicTom101.com. You see the logo and you scroll down. You hit subscribe and that's it. $33. We also have a shipping charge of $6, but it's $33 for the box. And then it gets you a box of comics in the mail from yours truly. You help support the show, but we also send it to you in a box with care. Hey, actually, do I have the box nearby? I threw it when I was being silly. It's gone. Nope, it's right here. It actually looks just like this without this member's information on it, but it looks like this. We send it to you in a box like this, and priority mail, you get it in a couple days. We have international options, and that's how you support the show. Without just giving me money, you get something back. We send you comic books. I want to also take a quick second to show you some of the exclusives that we send out over the last few months. I'm pretty proud of some of these. Actually, I'm proud of all of them. I'm very, very stoked. A lot of time goes into this kind of stuff, but take a look at this. This was last month's ComicTom exclusive. Freaking love it. Gut Ghost. It's a one-shot. It's an exclusive. Take a look at that logo right at the bottom. That's me. That's my logo, and it's really, really close to Mike Mignola's logo, his signature, because he did the cover. Let's just all remind ourselves that happened. That's really cool. Okay, then we also have, this was a Wolverine exclusive we did with Inhyuk Lee back in February. Every member got a Marvel exclusive back in February, this Wolverine #1. Take a look at this. This was actually the first exclusive that I ever did. And this was Gut Ghost issue #1 by Enzo Garza. So it's actually kind of fun that we have 2 issues of Gut Ghost that I've done. It's the only comic that I've done 2 exclusives for that are the same yet. We may do more. But this Gut Ghost is this was the first one I did. And then last month we sent out a Mignola variant. So I'm very proud of that. Very cool. Gives you a little taste of what we try to do every single month. Join the community, help support the show, get comics from us. Comic fam, slap that like, go comment down below. We're sending out some stuff. This time, 2 weeks or so, we'll do another Comic Karma. We try to keep them 2 to 3 times a month. We'll do this show. I got more indie comics to read, so we're gonna have to do it soon. And yeah, if you comment down below, I'll source the winners from this video, and we'll announce it next time. And that'll enter you to win our giveaways for today. We have the first appearance of Cottonmouth, which is pretty freaking cool. And what was the other giveaway we decided to do? There was another giveaway. You watch the show. You remember. I put it aside. That's right. Tiempo. That's right. The indie comic book. Of course. Right? The indie comic book, Tiempo issue #1 and 2. This will actually, we'll do 2 giveaways. We'll send this Tiempo out to one person, and we'll send out this first appearance of Cottonmouth to another person to give you guys some extra chances to win, because I want everybody to win. I want to send all 200 plus of you who joined me today a comic book. Thanks, comic fam. I appreciate you. I appreciate Discovery Bay for sticking with me, helping with the wrench. Go follow him on YouTube. He does a lot of great work for the community. Agu Ramos, thanks for joining me in the chat as well. I will be on very soon. We have a lot of content we're making for you. And comic fam, I love you. Stay safe out there. I appreciate you. And as always, geek responsibly.